Hey guys, this is Alex, and I do hope you have a lovely weekend, recharging some of those batteries on the downtime. And we are gonna be checking out today Ethereum. But to really understand Ethereum, we have to go and check the previous video on Bitcoin that we had, right? I really talked about a lot how to hedge and how to kind of prepare yourself and how they really work in between each other. And also, I mean, Bitcoin is just zero mercy mode right now. I mean, we have been soaring through the highs again, right? I mean, definitely just shredding everything. We're going for like 19k. So we could be challenging those all-the-time highs quite soon if this continues, right? But yeah, still, as we're looking at the chart, is pretty overextended. So that's why we are now jumping at Ethereum, because as you can see, Ethereum is still far behind Bitcoin, right? So that's really the interesting part that we can be observing right now. So to really understand Ethereum, we need to know, right? I mean, the whole structure that led up to Ethereum, yes, obviously it was the bull market run back in 2017, right? But what really drove Ethereum all the way to up there was mostly, believe it or not, ICOs, right? So all of these ICO projects that became really hot things in 2017, where everybody in crypto was so pronounced called investor, quote unquote, right? Everybody's investing in all those tokens, and obviously almost every token was made on Ethereum, right? So your prime currency to invest was Ethereum at the end of the day, right? So everybody was buying Ethereum and investing into these projects, and most of the people even hold the projects back in the day. So again, if people held their project tokens, Ethereum wasn't being taken out of the market, right? Ethereum was staying in the market, and it had pretty nice market cap and even had pretty big dominance back in the day. I do think it soared over 30% at one time. That's a claim I can't really check right now, but I do think it was around there. So for Ethereum, you can already see there are a couple of main areas going up to there, and you can really see that Bitcoin has right now conquering this last one, while Ethereum is still far behind of the new all-the-time high, right? So for now, for Ethereum, we have to find some of these areas a little bit lower, right? And the one really probably the most important area right now is going to be around $600 all the way to up to 750, something like that. And again, it's a little bit of a chunky boy, like we usually do have them. Like these main areas as usually are big chunkers, because especially when Ethereum overextended itself so much, it then also went down a lot, right? Down a lot and fast. Like same thing as Bitcoin, but Ethereum crumbled down even faster than Bitcoin and even stronger. It went down a lot more. So first of all, from 1.4k we crashed 75% right off the bat. So it was pretty crazy pullback, right? And so for now, our main reason is we have to conquer this area. Now this area is most likely gonna be again the area where we're gonna be looking, selling our most of our Ethereum holdings, or looking for a short. But right now, what we're seeing right now, we have to be gaining over this area, right? And so far we are doing exactly this, gaining over this area, and closing multiple days above this area kind of gives us a good emphasis of us reaching $600, or even then the upscale of 750 bucks, right? So that's mean that we can get a quite nice gain on Ethereum, right? I mean, about $200 or even a little bit more, right? And I've been talking about Ethereum for a while right now. I'm a big fan of it, and I am more into Ethereum right now than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, I do think it's a little bit overextended and Ethereum is falling behind. And especially with Ethereum, a lot of the altcoins are gonna follow that we are gonna trade, right? So what your best strategy right now for Ethereum is, if you're already holding, then yes, I mean you only have to just keep on holding, right? Because this is not the right time to sell. But if you're not holding, then some of the positions I can cover still for you are like as follows. So the position, I'm gonna be deleting this big time frame for now, so just gonna demonstrate the trades. So the trade can still happen for this here. It has low probability of happening at this current structure, obviously, but the trade of this one, the long from this one that I've shown it in before, it can still very well happen, right? It can still happen. It's about 10% to 11% stop loss. It's around there. And you can see that one can be taken all the way up to 600, right? Or 750. So you can see it's either goes from 50% all the way to 80% or 7 to 5R. So it is pretty much amazing profit. So that would be one of the trades that is unlikely to happen, but still it's really good trade to be here, right? And then again, we have another trade coming in, the more a little bit more likely to happen possibility, and in this case that one is going to be based off area, that the big chunker that we just had right here, the main area, but we're going to take that area and going to make it a little bit smaller, and it's going to be running right through here. And that's the thing, right? So if we do like 1 day or 2 day above this line, right, this trade then becomes our next point where we can trade it, right? So then again, you would be filling it at about the middle of this position, and I'm going to lead the behind trade, middle of this position, and you will be having it, the stop loss right under here. And again, you can see it's about 8%, so it's like 2% less than the trade under, right? And then again, your first profit target is either gonna be $600, right, which in this case in 26% or 3R, or all the way up to 750, which in that case is gonna be 60% or 6.5R. So you can see that it's still quite amazing profits. And you know, this is the area, like I already mentioned before, where you are really gonna be looking at for sideways actions, or you know, any sort of a bearish action or any low time frame action happening against Ethereum, because this would also be an area where you would be looking then to load off some of that Ethereum that you've been stacking up since down here, right, all the way to up here. And also maybe a possibility to short it and hedge it against some of the longs you will be taking on your alt, right? It's really important to remember that. If that area is broken, so let's just say this area is broken, then it really comes to interesting times, because the next area then for Ethereum is going to be located, and let me just find my box, it's going to be located around this area, right? This is then the second area, and you can see now we're starting to see some really sexy numbers, right? We're starting to see from $900 all the way up to $1,050, right? So you can see that one, if you could do just a beginning trade like this, you can already see that could double up your account or do 11R, right? Or if you take it on the upper side, it's 1.20%, right? And imagine a lot of people already started stacking loans down here and here, right? So you can see that this could net you a potentially a lot bigger profit than Bitcoin at the moment. Why? Because if you were buying Bitcoin just now, you're gonna have a double up at 36K, right? Or 40K in this time, right? So you can see that it's probably gonna take Ethereum less time to get up to $1,000 than Bitcoin is gonna take to get up to the 40K, right? So you need to understand that. And yeah, due to the fact I do think Ethereum is gonna be starting up real nicely, and hopefully it's gonna play out as well, right? Hopefully we're gonna be following it and playing some alts in between, because I do think the alts are gonna be popping off a lot as well with Ethereum. And also, guys, I mean, do please show us some love on this channel. You do know we upload these videos every day except on Sunday. And also join us at free 4C community, where we discuss stop losses, how we move stop losses, how we find these opportunities. And, you know, just on any other trading questions you have, you can post it in there and we will answer them for you. So thank you for watching, guys, and we will be seeing each other in the next one.